Today we're talking about a film about cats. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm gonna put you down now. I mean, sometimes when you see a cat, sometimes you'll just think of something like a very, very quiet driveway.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning.
And if you're wondering, those from Postman Pat, the BBC stop motion series. But let's go. But enough meandering around. Let's see what today's film is about.
Spread out quickly.
Okay, so it seems that we're talking about the film Catwomen from the Moon. Let's go ahead and talk about it, I guess. Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, today we're looking at the film Catwomen of the Moon. What is the film actually about? Well, astronauts travel to the moon, where they discover it is inhabited by attractive young women in black tights. Honestly, when you think of, like, Catwomen, you're probably thinking of, like, probably something like, say, the musical Cats. And yeah, I was not referring to the movie version of Cats.
Now for the icing on the cake.
I will have to say that since this is a film from the 50s, I do have to say that sometimes production wise this film can be quite silly. I mean, when it tries to be scary, it comes off as just silly when it comes to the production aspect of it. I mean, when I first saw that spider thing, I laughed my butt off because I thought, like, you gotta be kidding me. But then again, I'm gonna be honest, whenever I think of films from this era, I always think, like, well, sometimes when you think of films of the 1950s and all that, you think, like, well, this is still the era of, like, say, black and white films. You think, well, sometimes during that time era, you'd think, well, quality control and all that, you know? However, I gotta say that the acting is not the greatest, I'll be honest.
Suits will be returned to you in the morning, Lieutenant.
Good. That's when I'll start being friendly.
Pay no attention to him. He's only the co-pilot. Commander Granger here is our chief pilot and head of our expedition.
Although I do think that, like when it says Catwomen of the Moon, it makes me think, like, say, you're trying to make me think that you're trying to, like, keep in mind, this is from 1953. You're thinking, like, okay, Catwomen of the Moon. You'd have an idea. Catwomen. You might think, like, say, okay, you'd get the idea of, like, women in tights and all that. But you'd also think, like, say, maybe a tail, maybe some whiskers or something like that. But no, most this is what the makeup that you're given from this film.
Hey!
And keep in mind this, although this is film from the 1950s, there are some lines that where you think like, say, I'm glad we're past that era at that time.
The speed control retarder, the stabilizer, and the cutoff.
You're too smart for me, baby. I like 'em stupid.
I do have to say that like when this film feels like some like a low production kind of film, like they would be done today. Like you'd say, okay, do you have a chair? Okay, I have a chair. Do you have a table? Okay, I have a table. Where it feels like when they're on the spaceship, it looks like things that you would like someone would have in their home or something like that. I mean, honestly, like whenever like they're on the moon parts of it, it looks like a map painting, but it looks really nice, or it looks like a soundstage, but it looks really good. Since they're having to use like say, furniture for the rocket parts of the set. But honestly, yeah, I do think that Maria Windsor, who plays one of the characters in the film, I do have to say whenever she's under the spell of the cat people, her acting just gets rather silly.
Helen's tied body and soul to them.
That's a lie.
I resent that, Kip. What's your evidence? Well, for one thing, Doug got the dope from little Lambda.
Oh.
And for another, Helen told me herself. We were out on the terrace,
No.
and she told me to hold her tight. Not to kiss her, but just to hold her hand.
Let go of my hand!
Not like just like say, like it gets a bit like over the top. But then again, I feel like, especially 1953s, you'd feel like say, how do I portray myself being under control of someone else? Be crazy, I guess. But I think, honestly, the effects, since they are just kind of silly, and the acting, which is not the greatest. Heck, at first when I started watching the film, I thought Rod Serling was in it. But overall, I feel like this is a film you'd watch around Halloween. Like, a bad movie night. But that's just how I feel. See you later. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget to keep your drinks ice cold, your popcorn warm and buttery, and keep your eyes on the screen. And I shall most definitely be seeing you next time. See you later.